Hey, this is Caleb I, and thanks for joining us here at Millennial Z for our one-on-one guide to the Lord of the Rings Online and their free-to-play versus their VIP subscription model. Lotro launched free-to-play about 10 years ago and was really the reason that I started playing. As a dad with 3 kids in diapers and not making a ton of money, the idea of buying a game and then paying a subscription on top of that just seemed a bit over the top, no matter how much I love all things Tolkien. While the free-to-play model is great, it's remained one of the more confusing points of the game, and I frequently see questions in the chat concerning what things are free and what things are not. So let's clarify. What do they mean by free to play? Well, it literally means free to play. At any point in time, you can log into the game, whether you're a past subscriber, a current subscriber, or have never been a subscriber. You can log into the game and play on any character. And technically speaking, you can level all the way to the end game level cap without ever paying a dime. It's just going to be one of the most boring things you've ever done. So I really don't recommend it. I have met people trying it. I don't know that I've ever met anybody that's completed it. You've got to be pretty stubborn to ride that one out. And the reason is that while it's free to play, you are limited to a certain amount of content. So again, this isn't a mobile game. There's no ads. There's no watch this video for 10 free points or whatever. They've got to find a way to bring in revenue to keep the game vibrant and healthy. And so they do that by gating the content. So other than being able to play, what do you get for free? Well, you start out with the 4 starter regions, the quests around the area of Bree, as well as the Lonelands, and that's enough content to get you a little past level 30. Also included in there are a couple of dungeons and skirmishes you can run with other players, but beyond that, if you're going to play any other content, you're going to have to start making purchases to continue. So the idea is that by this point, you'll have fallen in love head over heels with the game and want to continue to play. So paying a little bit here and there is not going to be a big deal to you. But how much are you willing to pay, and how often are you willing to pay? Well, that's entirely up to you, and that's the cool part about the free-to-play model. If you want to go VIP and pay the subscription cost, it's $15 a month. It's $10 a month if you buy 3 months or more at a time, and it's a fantastic option. So I'm gonna really focus on the free-to-play because the VIP is very simple. You pay your subscription fee, you get access to the quest packs. You don't get access to expansion packs, though. That's something you do want to keep in mind. So you'll still have to buy those when you come across them if you want them, regardless of whether you're VIP. But other than that, you've got access to just about everything in the game, and there are a ton of perks that come with VIP. That's a big game changer for a lot of people. They like those perks. They like to be able to sell and repair out in the field when they're questing and not have to go back to a hub or back to a main city in order to get the things taken care of. And VIP offers a lot of those perks. So for the full list of perks that you get for being VIP and a really detailed comparison, check out the link in the description for the wiki page. They do an excellent job at the wiki, keeping everything up to date. So check that out. You'll find out what you got down into the nitty gritty when you're comparing your VIP and free-to-play models. But back to what we're doing, which is, again, just a 101 overview. That's what you get for your subscription. It's pretty straightforward. Now, if you want to go free to play, here's the best way to compare them. VIP is like renting. Okay, you rent your home. There's a lot of things that you don't have to worry about, right? You get the perks of having a landlord take care of certain things. And so VIP in the game, you get a lot of perks along with your subscription fee. But if you go to free to play, you're going to buy the content as you go. And so you're going to, for all intents and purposes, you own that content. I know the terms and conditions will say differently, but for the point of what we're doing here, you own that content. And so it makes it a great option for people that play slow, people that take very long breaks, people that are really trying to watch, their budget, raising kids like I did and am doing. So it really is a great option for that kind of a play style. The drawbacks of the free-to-play model are that if you're leveling quickly, particularly early in the game, you're going to end up putting out quite a bit more cash sooner than a VIP subscriber. Again, you get the content, so when you roll another character, for example, I've been playing for 10 years. If I roll a character today, that character is going to have access to the content that I bought 10 years ago, which is fantastic. Works out really well for me because I take a lot of long breaks in between playing. Now, to purchase these regions, you're going to either do this in the Lotra store, in-game, or at the marketplace, which is on the website. I strongly recommend checking out both before you make a purchase. The idea is that if you're making these purchases, you're probably free to play, and therefore you're trying to get the most bang for your buck. A lot of times they'll do sales, but the sales aren't necessarily in both locations. Why that is, I don't know. Why there's two locations, I don't know. But either way, you want to check out both. I've seen 50% off, 70% off sales really get great opportunities to get in there and buy the content that you want. Another good money saving tip when you're buying content: try to hold out for a sale. Like right now, we're here in the month of December. It is a great time to be buying content. So if you're thinking about trying a game, get on it now, because this is the time you're going to find huge sales. You're going to find quest bundles. There's an Eriador bundle that comes with several different regions, and it's on sale for an insanely low price right now. So it is definitely the time to jump on it. But if you miss it, you're not able to get on, just keep an eye out. That stuff goes on sale from time to time throughout the year also. Now, there's a hybrid option. Okay, so you can go VIP or you can go free to play, and there is an in-between. So if you go VIP and you cancel your subscription, you end up with an account that's considered premium. And so you get to keep some of the perks that you had while you were VIP. For example, the currency cap. There is a currency cap when you start playing the game. It goes away when you're VIP. You can also purchase it away if you're going to be strictly free to play. But if you go VIP and cancel, any characters that you logged into while you were VIP, you get to keep some of those perks. Currency caps removed. You also have access to much more bag space than you would otherwise, and that kind of stuff sticks around. So that premium thing is a really good option to kind of find the happy medium. One suggestion that I have is if you play the game for free up to level 30, deal with the currency cap, deal with the limited bag space, find out if you like the game. From that point, then go ahead and subscribe. Crank the quests out, low level, do what you're going to do. Typically speaking, depending on how much time you're playing per day, you're going to be really close to Moria after your VIP is about ready to run up. So at that point, that's your first expansion pack anyway. That's kind of a nice opportunity to cancel the subscription and then move to your free-to-play option for a couple of reasons. Number one, you get all that stuff that I mentioned. Some of that stuff stays unlocked. Okay. Number two, you're going to be buying more expansion packs moving forward anyway. And if you're going to have to do that, you might as well not subscribe if you can deal with not having all the perks and stuff. And again, it's completely up to you. So that being said, it is very smart to roll multiple characters while you're VIP if you're planning on cancel, because only the characters that you log into while VIP will keep these perks, okay? That's important to understand. Again, I mentioned earlier the wiki. Check out the description. There's a link to the wiki in there. More detail about what you keep and what you lose once your account moves from VIP to premium. So look, that's a lot of information. Unfortunately, it's more than what I care to do in a typical 101. So let's recap a little bit. Basically, we're going to sum it up real simple, right? You've got two main options. You've got your VIP subscription and you've got your free-to-play option. There's the hybrid with a premium account, but for all intents and purposes, you're looking at you're either subscribing or you're buying content, one of the two. If you go VIP, you've got a lot less to worry about. You just pay your subscription fee, you got the content, you got the perks, run with it. Nothing wrong with that. If you're going to play kind of hit and miss, you're playing kind of spotty, you're going to take your time playing, and you're watching your budget, free to play is probably going to be a better option for you. You've got those two options as some kind of a hybrid, and the choice is really up to you. You really can't go wrong with it, though. Again, if you don't want to subscribe, you don't want to commit, you can pick at these quests and buy the areas as you go. Buy a bundle. They do really great. You're going to get a lot of quests all at once, and typically you can get it for pretty cheap. So obviously there's so much more we could tackle. We could get into what's available in the store, all the different perks and items and XP boosts and things that you can pay cash for. But that's not really the purpose of this video. So if you have questions, don't hesitate. Leave them in the comments below, right? We'll be putting out more 101 content on the Lord of the Rings over the next weeks or so. So subscribe. That way you can get notified when we put more out. We're going to focus on the things that over the 10 years of playing, I've gotten the most questions about. All right. Thanks for your time. And I'll see you in Middle Earth.